Fireworks in the bar?
It's never been done before, right? That could be kind of good, right?
You'll burn the place to the ground.
Oh, dude, I just thought of something. What if it's not a guy? What if it's a woman?
If it's a woman, I got flowers prepped for her.
Mark is back with the Hawaiian shirts. I don't know if that's a Hawaiian shirt, but he's back to his fat dude attire, man. Let's fucking go, man.
If it's a guy, I got a football ready for him.
What if it's a guy who hates football but loves flowers?
Or a woman who loves football but hates flowers.
The chances of this person walking in and being your typical vanilla white guy are slim to none.
Hi, sorry to interrupt. My name's Gary.
Thanks, sweet Jesus.
All right. We got you a little gift here, token of our appreciation, and from the pub.
He doesn't look like a sports fan, man. Holding it like a precious egg.
I'm not here to hand out PPP loans. I'm here to collect on ones you already have. I'll just need to know what you did with the money and what the businesses have been up to for the past year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
That was the COVID year, man.
COVID forced us to close our doors to the community. So
Yeah.
we're like, what are we going to do?
So why don't we just talk about the first loan, which is Punch Incorporated?
I'm having trouble concentrating on any of this stuff. Because I can't stop thinking about the
election.
The integrity of the election.
Yes.
Right? Because
yes.
I
Our democracy is at stake.
This took a turn.
we were concerned that our guy wasn't going to get a fair shot in the election. We were really worried that the mainstream media just wasn't taking him seriously.
You want a guy who's lived a little, right? You want a guy who knows how to party.
Our guy knows how to party. We wanted to make sure that things went smoothly at the polling place. We used the loan to buy tactical gear.
Are you registered to vote here? Are
Ma'am.
you from Philly?
We're going to ask you a series of Philly-related questions in no particular order. Who is a better athlete, Donovan McNabb or Rocky Balboa?
The fact that Rocky gets the same plaudits as actual athletes is really annoying to me. It's disgusting. Dude is a fictional character, man. You can't act like he's... It's very annoying, you know? You know, I don't like when Rocky is brought up in sports conversations like it's a real person, man. Fuck off with that shit, man.
You think Donovan McNabb could go toe-to-toe with Ivan Drago for 15 rounds?
It's
fucking
what I'm saying
fake,
is that
bro.
Rocky Balboa is a fictional character, so this isn't even a conversation.
Then why do we make statues to him?
Hey, we don't. Okay, hold on a second. Wait, just the guy is 5'9". Okay, to start with. And by the way, that's a celebrity listing. He's probably closer to 5'4".
What are we even talking about? Hey, what's up, Brian? Good to see you again. You want us back at the 100 feet?
He wants us back to 100 feet. We're gonna be less effective.
Turns out they had their own security there to keep things safe, and they just kicked us right out. We went with gaining exposure for our budding musical interests, as well as providing people with an opportunity to vote on another pressing matter.
Is it Rocky or McNabb? Cast your vote and make it clear. Place your voting choice right up in here.
Drop your votes right in that box there, folks.
If you want them votes to count.
That's right. Now,
Now, the labeling, in hindsight, was a bit obtuse and created a great deal of confusion. Are these legitimate votes? Are these not legitimate votes? We created a mess.
So you're saying that you might be partially responsible for the voting count delays in the presidential election?
We were two American businessmen who took out a legitimate loan for a legitimate business. Why don't we play you a couple of our original songs, loosely based on the chord progressions of Emerson, Lake, and Palmer.
Frank's Imports and Exports.
oh, that's this guy. I'm gonna get a beer.
This is where the actual mess is.
And what were you importing?
Inks, grease, paste, sludges in general.
Sludges.
I was going hard. When society hits the brakes, I hit the gas, baby.
He looks terrible. You should get this done in like a salon or something.
Salons are closed.
They're referencing a lot of, this is happening during the COVID, during the height of the COVID pandemic, yeah? During lockdowns and, businesses were closed and stuff. So they're really playing on that and also playing on what was happening in America at the time of the election. It was a perfect storm of the election and all the drama that was coming with it and the nightmare that was COVID-19 at the time, That was a weird time for America, man. Just watching that shit was weird, because of the riots while COVID was going on. Yeah, that was a testy time, man.
Where are you going?
Out.
Well, take a mask, will you? I mean, you got one?
Also, I love how concerned Charlie usually is with Frank, man. He loves Frank a bit too much. They're too codependent on each other, but I love the wholesome moments. Someone should do a compilation of wholesome moments between Charlie and Frank. I've seen compilations out there of Charlie's dumbest moments, Dennis' creepiest moments, shit like that, Someone should make a Frank Charlie wholesome moments, father-dad moments. I love that one. It's like genuine concern. It's so cute, man, from Charlie.
It's on. I got it all.
Yeah, but you gotta cover your nose, dude. You gotta.
So I went to my favorite bookstore to clear my head. Fortunately, my favorite bookstore never closes.
Bookstore.
Oh, hey, you gotta wear a mask.
I got a mask.
Oh, I didn't see it.
That guy doesn't give a fuck either, man.
Staring at my idols. Peter North, T.T. Boy, the late, great DJ Ram.
Titty boy. That's what that is, man. Titty boy.
Who would I become? I was letting the pandemic get the best of me. It had taken my manhood.
Looks like a clown.
Shoe polish, India ink, permanent marker. Oh, Chinese motor oil. For the first time in a long time, I felt like somebody again. I became the most sought-after underground hairstylist during the pandemic. I had my PPP loan, and business was booming.
What? Look like turds, man. Yeah.
Then one day this guy comes in. Not even the usual clientele. Said he just needed a place to cool off.
Tony
We
Soprano.
talked about the election and our mutual disdain for insider beltway politics. Said he was in from New York, doing some business. He said his boss was a very connected man, and this poor bastard was in the eye of the shitstorm. My work was about to be in the national spotlight on the head of America's mayor, Rudolph William Giuliani. Funny thing about the spotlight, though, sometimes it burns too bright.
This was a funny moment, man.
And
I love how they're playing with that thing, man. That story, that fucking detail of the fucking dye coming. So that was weird, bro. That was so weird, man. Such a bad look, man.
I got sloppy, started cutting corners using American motor oil. And to top it off, my guy didn't win the election.
It must have been a fresh paint job, so to speak, man. He must have had it done that morning, you know. He must have seen Frank Reynolds that morning, man. You know, because that's weird for the dye to be fucking trickling down your face because you're sweating. What? I feel like that shit should be... I don't know, I've never dyed my hair. I've never had to. The idea of dyeing my hair has always like intrigued me, yeah? But I've never done it. But maybe I will one day, you know? Just to see what it's like. I wonder if it burns.
So you're saying that the hair dye that's dripping down your face
You're
is the
leaking
same
too,
dye
man.
used by Rudolph Giuliani during the presidential election?
Yeah.
Varmints and varmints?
Yo,
Yep.
that's us. Yeah.
The name's a little confusing because it did end up being mostly costumes.
Yeah.
I am confused.
Well, of course you're confused, Gary. That's because you're not a moron.
We've been on top of each other for a long time. We bubbled together during the pandemic.
We bubbled together, nice.
Charlie and I were the last tit on the hog before the asshole.
I am so sorry for my partner's blue language.
Very uncouth behavior, D. Shut the fuck up, man.
The world needed masks, and once our loan came in, we got all kinds of materials.
Bam, check that one out.
What?
What the hell is that?
That's a mask.
Whether it's Dennis or Ronald Reagan, it's not going to stop the spread of COVID. My angle is mine are funny. Look at this. Fouch the Grouch. Right?
Who is that? Fouch.
Okay, how about this one? Mama needs wine. Right? And this is funny because women are alcoholics who hate their kids.
Halloween store owners? They're gonna be like some of the richest people in America, D.
We're not going to do that.
Oh, fine, we'll try your thing.
Logical.
Okay. But the next challenge was marketing them.
I need to drink wine.
Honey, I got you a gift. A custom-made mask.
Bitch muffler.
For reasons we would find out much later, we did end up getting a rather sizable order for costumes from one group.
Faris, maybe.
What else do we need?
Pounce! Get more pounce! The pounce, you bitch!
Pounds for what?
You bitch, you insufferable bitch! Get the pounce, you bitch! He's a goddamn bitch! Yeah.
The pelts that Charlie's referring to, they're from raccoons that he was tanning in the basement of this bar.
I believe that the man dies!
I'm taking over the whole story! Okay. Digging that face paint, very festive. What are you gentlemen celebrating?
We're protesting the election.
Ah, the capital rioters, huh? Insurrectionists.
Okay, so there's the costumes. I'm especially proud of the stitching on the animal skins.
That was all Charlie.
Oh yeah. This is supposed to explain that guy who was there in a fucking what was he wearing? They're like a weird costume, man. I love how they're tying this together. You know, Frank is the one who caused the Giuliani hair dye trickling incident. These guys were behind that guy who was, I think he was sentenced to something. The guy who was wearing like a costume thing. It's like, that guy, man. Jeez, I wonder how he feels about that decision now. Because he just, imagine that guy. That guy woke up, huh? He woke up, you know, that must have been the best day of his life until it dawned on him that his picture, he was the most recognizable person there because of the way he was dressed. No one else was dressed like him. People had their faces covered and shit. Not everyone. But that guy was like all over social media, man. All over social media. It's like a damn crime, you know. I feel like a lot of people who took part in that didn't even realize how illegal what they were doing was, you know. It's like when you drink and you have to deal with the hangover the next day. These guys had fun, but then reality set in and they started being charged and stuff, man. That's so fucking annoying, you know. That guy woke up, put on his costume, is like, finally, I have somewhere to wear this fucking thing. He shows up looking like a fucking Viking, you know, wearing a deer hide or whatever.
I'd love to throw in this cool hat for free. I think it really completes the look.
Thanks, brother. Now let's go save this country! Woo!
Let's go fuck up our lives.
People have been dragging our guy's name through the mud.
Calling him a narcissist, saying he was mentally ill.
Yeah, but that's because they've never seen the guy on stage. I mean, he's electrifying on stage.
So you're telling me that you provided the iconic costumes at the Capitol riots?
Oh man, what was that? Oh, it's a firework. Almost got you, pal. Ow! Huh? What? Shit, I see it. All right. I got it. Woo! Sorry about that, everybody. Probably should have done that in the bar.
We really do believe that with major cash infusion, we could turn this bar into something.
No. You people have shamelessly gamed the system out of massive amounts of taxpayer dollars, and still you have the nerve to ask for more money?
Well, that's what makes America the greatest country in the world. When you're in need, the government comes in and bails you out.
That's the American way.
That's as American as it gets right there.
None of these idiotic businesses would have been successful whether Trump had won or lost.
Why are you talking about Trump?
Where'd you get that?
Yeah, how you into that?
Successful businessman, unsuccessful in love, electrifying on stage.
There's Kanye.
Kanye West. You all voted for Kanye West.
Oh, absolutely.
I don't think he ran in that election.
I do not believe any of you. None of this happened. You'll be hearing from the IRS.
Okay, pal.
You know what we should do? Let's listen to some Kanye West.
Ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with
Capital riots.
Get down, girl, go ahead, get down. Get down, girl,
Copyright.
gold digger.
So I love what they did there with that election storyline, man. I can place this in a certain time period recently, yeah, when all this was happening. 2020, of course, a year in review. That's when COVID was at its peak. You know, it started in 2019, but 2020 just fucking blew up. Took many people with it. I love how they capitalized on that, how they played on that, you know, the Giuliani dye trickle thing, the guy with the costume, the PPP loans were a thing then because businesses were failing, people needed assistance, people needed money, people were applying for loans to start businesses and stuff, and a lot of people were running. I've heard of PPP loans, yeah? PPP loan scams. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Like, subscribe, see you guys in the next one, man.